Okay, good morning. How are we doing out there? First things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint using Ambient Light Rejection Technology Gain. Today, well, tonight, well, actually, would be today. I spent my first night in my new bedroom, slash tea room, slash theater room, slash office. I was downstairs thinking like, why are you still sleeping on the sofa? Like you got a bed upstairs now, and you should be in here. So that's where I came. I'm in here now until I can finish up the rest of the room. It's not done yet. It still has some more work that has to be done with it, but it is getting there. But anyway, I'm working on the monitor here right now because the portrait mode, when I go into editing on my website, does not play out so well. So it doesn't play out that well in portrait mode. So I had to do it in landscape on here. All right, so to switch back and forth from landscape on this screen right here is a little bit complicated. I just want to add in a few updates onto the website. So anyway, we're adding in the big boy kits today. They're going to be added in, and we're going to have a price reduce. We have to have a price reduce on some of the items in there. So some are going to be dropped off by $10 or $30 price reduce, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually doing some editing right now in the morning on the website. So I'll put y'all over here so you can see the pretty fresh on my Supreme Black screen, and we can go from there. All right, let me see. What was the price of this when I first came out? Price. It's 1 quart. That was Supreme Black. everything's the same. Okay, that went completely the wrong direction. Where did you just go to? Oh, you're not supposed to be there. You are supposed to be here. Okay, the text. Oh, yeah, it's here. Put this here. We capitalize that one. All right, so we're going to be doing some interesting demonstrations on the setup I showed off last night, late last night, with the 3D mapping software on that larger screen. We'll do some more demonstrations on that, and I'm going to be doing a demonstration. Someone's asked about doing a demonstration on my Epson 505 Ultra Short Throw on the black silver. Also, too, 1 gallon black silver big boy kits are now available on the website. They do come with a free blackout cloth that is actually 8 feet by 10 feet. All right. Tomorrow morning, I have to be up to do a video consult with my attorney over this whole copyright thing. And it's funny because I have people out there. I have individuals out there about this whole copyright incident that feel that there is no way in the world that someone can be liable for infringing on someone's copyright by taking their product to a store to get it made. What they need to understand is that logo on that item, that logo on that container is a copyrighted item. Not only is it a copyrighted item, but it is the logo that is on our website, which is actually still active. Keep in mind, as I explained before, that the logo here, we purchased the right to it. Now, I had somebody come in saying somebody named Audio City, which we have to look into that now, basically is bearing this logo or a logo that looks like it. As I explained before, that when you apply for a copyright or patent provision or patent, wherever, patent pending, whatever it may be, one of the things they're going to have to do first before they even start any of the paperwork or any of the process, they have to do something called search, which means they have to scour the internet or scour whatever to find out how many people or who came up with the idea first before you are even granted any form of paperwork, before you're assigned to any attorney. They have to do the search first. If anybody comes up with that logo on it, you can't have it, which means they're going to tell you you've been denied. You'll have to resubmit your application again. Now, for us, we went in, we got free clip art. Free clip art is basically unlicensed art, which means it doesn't belong to anybody, which means it's free domain for anybody who wants to go in and set up and design a logo or something like that, or whatever you use with it. But if you want to lock it in, I do advise that you go in and you apply for a copyright or trademark or whatever you're going to put on it. To begin with, we put a copyright on our artwork right here. So keep in mind that when you see somebody on a TV show or something coming outside or coming onto the show, and they may have an item that they may be wearing, maybe that particular company doesn't want that particular item and intertwined with whatever's going on in that setting, they will basically, people would are backing up for the door, that they would basically go in and block out that symbol or blur it out so you don't see it. So that way it doesn't affect the company who's actually the person who's wearing the article, or basically it doesn't tarnish the company's name in any way whatsoever, because it might be something in it they may not like that may tarnish their company, and therefore you're liable for a lawsuit. Now, there are different laws. I understand here in Philadelphia, we do have very serious laws against copyrights, infringements. But just to add, like I said before, that yes, because our copyright is still active, and it will be active for a very long time, because the logo was displayed, and the way it was displayed, as in slander in our technology, as in the trash truck behind in the video. Yes, it is a lawsuit. It's an actual official lawsuit. I've already have contacted a few friends of mine that are lawyers and explained to them the situation for them of the video, had them look over before I took the initial steps to hiring an attorney, and they said to go forward because it is a copyright material. So those of you who know nothing about law, I would suggest either you Google or basically talk to somebody that may be an attorney. I don't know why you would, because it's none of your business, but that's what I would advise you to do before opening your mouth and making comments to make yourselves look like complete idiots. Like on Facebook, there were a few people that came in there to run their mouth, and an actual attorney came in and explained the situation to those individuals, and they were quite embarrassed. Yes, you can sue. That is the reason why you apply for a copyright in the beginning, so no one takes or copies or slanders your artwork. That's why you had that there. So that's why I was showing off the application that I had to fill out through LegalZoom, through one of their attorneys, to go apply for a U.S. government copyright. Yes, there's a copyright on it. Now, I understand in the video, he does explain. He says that because the product is discontinued, it doesn't make a difference if the product is discontinued. The copyright isn't. The copyright will stand to the length of the artist's lifespan, which means, and when I pass off this earth, it doesn't end there. It actually continues on itself for something like 70 years or 100 years. It's something up there, but it's pretty up there. But anyway, let's move on. It's not about here nor there. That's business I had to take care of separately on Monday. Get that ball rolling right there to get started. All right. Let me go over to one of the things one of my friends who's an attorney, one of the things he could not understand is, it's one thing to do it, but it's another thing to videotape yourself doing it. And that is that's an open and shut case. You literally videotape yourself taking my container, slandering my product, trying to take it down to Home Depot and get it made, and then you didn't even come close to what's in it. Second, covering partial of the label is still liable for a lawsuit. You can still clearly see it's my label. So, like I said, from there on in, just I let the lawyers do what they need to do. Okay, we're gonna finish up in here. Did I finish everything? Did I publish my page? Make sure I publish my page first, so everything reflects onto the page. So that's what I need to go in and do. Long day, much work. Let's see, go back in here. I think I did publish the page right here. Right here. Okay, everything is legit. Good. Okay, go back in. And we will save and then publish. Here we go. All right, so that's done. So I added price reduce on our items because they had to be reduced, because now the 1 gallons used to be 208. They had to be brought down because of the big boy kits. The big boy kits are, I think, 209 for one of the big boy, and a colossal We got to get a price for that one. But anyway, those are ones that come with the giant blackout cloth surface. One comes with an 8x10. The other one comes with a 10 by 20 feet and a brick of LED lights. So because those prices are going to still remain the same, a little bit, they're a little bit up, but still a little lower, we had to bring the other ones down so they don't all collide into each other. All right, so I'm already up. Start my day as soon as I talk. Pretty interesting not waking up on a sofa. That's it. And switch it over to the projector. And that. Projector screen. Here it is. I need a switch box right here. HDMI switch box. Okay, so we know here it is. Chattering. I don't know what they're chattering about. Probably chattering about something or something with something or something of something. That's what they're chattering about. What are we chattering about? Let's see how long. It's done already. Our website was just edited a few minutes ago, so it's done already. The minute we put it in, the minute we hit publish, it actually activates that fast. As I said before, the Black Friday Cyber Monday sale is over, but we did do a price reduce on a lot of the products because when the big boy kits come in, their prices are going to be a little lower. So we had to make sure everybody, the other price. Right now, the big boy kit is available. We did launch right now on the website the black silver. There's a 1 gallon now of the black silver. Black silver's never came in 1 gallon. There's actually a 1 gallon of the black silver. I think that one is actually a little lower than the one the big boy kit. I think that one comes in at $160 something. I forget, it's around that price. But anyway, that does come with a free blackout cloth surface that is 8 feet by 10 feet. And then, like I said, the colossal kit will come with a brick of LED lights. I'm talking about 64 feet of LED lights. It's a lot. And it will come with a surface that'll be 10 by 20 feet. So those, the colossal will launch on Tuesday. So I'm gonna get on out of here real quick. Downstairs. So interesting for a change. I have to make my bed because my bed's upstairs now. This is what I was playing around with last night. So I figured out a way how to. I said, usually when I read through the manual, it was like, oh, you can't use a 1080p projector. I'm like, I wonder if I can use an ultra short throw at 720p. So this is my little map out area I'm having fun with today. I'll throw this on right now. And there's the scanning equipment that allows me to be the scan. Run that over to the computer. Turns any projector into a scanner. That's my keyboard and mouse over here. So I'll be playing around with this today. I want to do some pyramids. I want to build some pyramids in here. Design some pyramids out of cardboard. And see if I can get a sandstorm to run through it. It should be firing up in a few minutes. I had to order lamps for all the projectors. Keep in mind, even though the projectors I get right here are like $149, the lamps are at $99. They're at $99. So buying a lamp for it is cheap. Lamps are really cheap for them. You got to go to a place called Lifeform. That's where you get it from. Now, keep in mind, the price for it is, I'll show you right here. I'll turn the lights on for it. All right, so this is the equipment right here. there. And that is a company on top of it. Should be called Lifeform. Altogether, this is around $924 for this right here, just for this little thing right there, $924. So what you get with this is the box itself can be completely, you can run Wi-Fi. You can run it off a laptop. I've seen people take them outside and do demonstrations on the side of buildings and stuff like that. The bigger the image you can get off your setup of your image being projected, that's the biggest the camera will scan. So say you can get like 1,000 inch. If your camera can produce your projector can produce 1,000 inch image on the side of a building, that thing will scan that 1,000 inches just like that, and it doesn't take long. But I'm gonna tell you something right from the door, so you know from the door, the system does have some bugs in it. So when I first got mine became so irritating at one point, and a lot of people go through it, that I literally thought about doing a chargeback and getting my money back. It was literally that bad, the bugs. But once you figure out how to navigate the software and get around the bugs, and then they do the update. Now, when you do the update, your system will crash. But when you do the update and the system does crash, or if it doesn't crash, after that, it runs smoothly. Because before I had a problem, if I disconnected this bad boy and connected to another projector, I went through a whole lot of nightmares. But once you get it up and going, it's pretty good. Now, they have another version of it that is just, let me see what's going on here. Camera's activated, projector's on. Let me see what's going on here with the monitor. See if my program didn't close out on me. Program's running. So what on? That is my entire program. I should have saved it. Let me see. Yeah, we're running. This is the program right here. So when you get it, when you buy it, when you first get it, all right, you'll notice, don't even trust the commercial, because I looked at the commercial, dude just plugged in and everything came on. I was like, oh, okay, that's easy, I can do, that's no problem. I get it here, I go to plug everything up, nothing comes up at all. I'm thinking, oh man, I got a broken system. It's not. You got to go in and you got to register your hardware. So you got to go in and register your box. You'll get some weird nickname. They'll give you like giant grasshopper or running snake or something weird. It'll pop up. That'll be your ID number. And then you have to punch and register your serial number at the bottom of the box, depending on which system you got. And then once all that's done, don't even bother going in and setting up an account. Don't bother with it. It's a fluke. You're going to have issues where it's going to tell you to go in and sign up. You're going to sign up. It's going to ask you to verify your email. You go verify your email. You come back. It tells your email your password doesn't exist. You will go through that over and over and over again, because the system would just for some reason will not remember it and just bypass it. You don't need to sign in or set up an account to get a hold of the free software or the updates. You don't need it. You just bypass that. So I'm in here in design. Let me see. I'm going to design real quick. So that's my design right there. It's going off right now. What I need to know is why my camera on the other end, my projector, is on. It's definitely on. Let me see if we can throw something in there real quick and see if the camera is activating. So I know we're not going to have any problems here with this. Let me see. Software and stuff, it is really easy to use. It is really easy. I didn't know nothing about editing and all that stuff, and I learned it in no time at all. Let me see. The fire form. Now, if you don't want to use their you don't want to use their library, you can actually design your own library. This is just stuff I just take offline, artwork, GIFs, stuff like that. Is take offline. You can take your own photos wherever you want. You get this thing called a GIF maker. You can go turn your own photos into GIFs. Take that and add that onto your own library and drag and drop that to where you need to go. So let me see if I'm going here. Insert. That's not what I wanted for the insert. This must be the insert. All right, that's the insert right there. So you just publish it. Once you publish it, it'll basically render the project, and then it'll do it again. Now, when you do it, when you scan, just make sure there's nobody walking in the area, because you do not want them coming up on the scan. All right, let me see. So, all right, let's see what's going on here. These are the little flukes I'm talking about that pop up. It's programming. This has got to be either the projector doing this. Let's see what's going on here. Let's move an HDMI cable off here. Let's see if my system comes up in blue, if it even comes up in blue. There we go. So it is reading. It's right there. All right, it's reading. turn it off and turn it back on again. These are some of the things that may pop up, just to let you know. So you know ahead of time that when this does happen to you, you know, it's going to happen to you. Look at these little bugs that pop up from time to time. Turn it off, turn it back on. Let's see what happens. But these little things will pop up from time to time. I had so many error codes popping up when I first bought it. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. I had cameras that wouldn't read. I had cameras that wouldn't scan. I had scans that wouldn't load up. There we go. So you had the system to do it. All kinds of crazy stuff. But then, like I said, once you learn tricks to get around the bugs, it's easy. I learned how to navigate and get around them. So like how it froze like that, all I did was just go in and just basically just turn the system on, turn it back on, and just unplug my cables, put it back in, it boots up every single time. You just learn ways how to do it. So you get multiple layers. You can add multiple layers if you want. Like say if you want to put one layer, that's one layer you do, and you do another layer. I'll show you how to do layers. So you do multiple layers. Right here, we're using one form of scanning. We're just running artwork all up and down his face and everything like this. And then over here, we got a little flame here. And then right here, we got this is right here, just a special effects. And then right here, this is just drawing with the pen. So you get a magic brush or a magic pen or however they have it, and you can scribble all over the place. And whatever you put on there, any kind of displays or pictures will show up on that scribble. Oh yeah, you can also do videos too. I've done a few videos. I actually scanned the curved screen and added videos to a curved screen. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty fun to do. But pretty much, like I said, pretty easy to do. So all you would have to do is, we're going to change this anyway. We're going to change Groot out. Sun's coming up today. That's good. So that's my name, Wood Chipper. Chipper Woodchuck. Everybody gets a weird freaking nickname. That's what they give you to your box. If you want and you don't want to deal with the equipment that I have over there, they do make a projector. They make a projector with the software and everything already built into it. So all you got to do is just take the little projector out, set it up, boom, that's it. It only has 1,000 lumens on it, and that's the reason why I chose not to go with the projector, to go with the equipment, because the equipment will allow me to turn any of my projectors in my house into a 3D mapping or projector mapping. That's what I chose, because if I decide to go out and get myself a 10,000 lumen projector, I can strap it onto the side of that, and I can hit the side of a house with it and be done with it. But it's up to you what you're using. So we're going to go and change the whole program. We just go in and all we have to do is hit File and New Project. You can save your projects if you want. And as I said before, you don't have to log in. It's not necessary. You can actually skip that option and just go ahead, and you will still get access to all the free cool stuff that they offer in here. So we're just going to discard this whole project right here. That's going to be gone. Then it's simple. You just got to go in and create a new one. That's basically about it. So you go create a new one right here. Now you can name it. See how it says login? You don't have to bother with any of that. That'll drive you nuts. Trust me, don't even go near it. Just hit skip at the bottom, and that's it. And it'll bring you right where you need to be at. See? There we go. Woodchuck. I'm going to connect to the host. And then my camera will pop up. There's my camera scanning. There's my scan going off right now. There's scanning Groot. I think I'm going to turn Groot around this time, get him in the face. Because last time I didn't get him in the face. I might change something around here, because last time I did it this way. I'll do something different this time. I think I'm going to put it this way. Can I take it this way? This way? This way? I want it to stand up. No. No? This is why I need to raise my camera higher up. If I raise my camera higher up, that means I can come down with boom, but I can't do that because that's why I got to set up an area. The only place I got in the base, the only place I got in the house I haven't worked on yet was the attic. And I'm thinking about converting the attic into a virtual room where I can just go in and do all kinds of crazy special effects, which means I would have to coat the entire attic with black technology to do it. But I need for the scanner to stand on the top right here so I don't get the casting of the shadow. Don't worry about it. You won't see any of that because any shadows that may pop up, you can actually get around that. So there's Groot right there on the scan. He's sitting right there chilling. So all we got to do is hit scan. Now you got full scan. You got different resolutions you can use. They do advise you to have 1920 by 1200, but I have those projectors here. I just want to see what it looks like on ultra short throw. So we're going to scan them right now. There's the scanner going off. Now, this is the problem I was having. Most people have problems where the scanner will stop and delay in the middle and basically just go back to showing you the front page. You're like, what the frick? I didn't even finish scanning. But if you get one that runs perfectly, you know, you're good to go. Keep in mind, getting your money back is not hard to do. But other than that, the hardware and everything, once you get it running, up and running, it is freaking amazing. I have scanned speakers, I've scanned coffee cups. It is easy to do. It's really easy to just take something, just doop, just add it there. I've used scanning software before, and man, some of that stuff can be a bit a headache, but this stuff right here is so easy to use. Coloring your bushes outside. I set my bushes on fire last week. I set them on fire. It was fun as I don't know what. My neighbors were just staring at it because they couldn't figure exactly what was going on. Why are these bushes on fire? It's kind of, when you first get it, yeah, it's amazing. It's incredible. Once you get it down packed, it's incredible. It's insane when you can actually think. I've been in the projecting field for a long time, so it's insane when you basically are taking an image, a projection image, and you can basically stick it to anywhere you want. I never get over that. I never get over that. It's just, it's crazy. I want to do this side of my house. I want to get do a Chinese dragon display window, just wrap around the house and everything. That's what I'm going to do to the house. But I'm trying to find the software that I can download on my computer to incorporate it into this. So here we have it right here. So any areas that come up in checkered, those are areas that are being hit with light. It means there's light in the environment that's striking that. We have Groot here. We have there. My Groot is upside down, so I'm doing this upside down. So you can use, if you want, you can use the brush. You can lengthen the width up and all that. If you want to do it that way. So I can just go in here and just come around, just do some drawing on it right here. Come here. And just drawing it. So I just some kooky drawing, nothing. Just showing you can draw on it. So that's the draw part of it all. Then I can come over here and I can hit the magic wand, which just colors in some of the boxes. Right there, just colors in. So I just color stuff in right there. So also just coloring stuff in. I want to color half this in, like so. And then I can go in and I can get the brush again, and you can just draw lines. So I'm gonna draw a line from here to here, all over Groot. Do it right here. All right, and then I don't know. I'll put an A here. You can write your name in here. Put an A right there. And that's it. Then I just go over to create a surface. Now they're all colored in. And then after that, I just go done. That's basically about it. Very easy to use. And then all I can do is hit this right here, and this will allow me to go to their library, which they have their own library with all kinds of cool stuff set up in there. So I can just go pop in their library. That's right, that's my library. Sorry about that. I'll come out of here for a minute. Let's go into their library. This is their library. So they have all kinds of special effects. Like they got one you can break the floor up. The floor can come out from underneath of you. Those are the special effects. We're going to use some psychedelic colors. So I'm going to go with, let me see. Where's this weird colors at? Wrong part. Oh, we have the mapping. I want the real psychedelic colors. We'll take and I'll show you how you do layers. So we'll just pick this right here. We're just going to insert this in there. So that's going to come up on that. And then all we have to do is hit publish. And while it's rendering it, it's actually there. You go. And it's a spot I made right there. There is a letter A. I just wrote it right there. And there's the dots I put there. Scribble line I put there. And a little bit on Groot. Groot's got hit with a little bit of it. Now, if I want to change, let's see, let's change out what we got on Groot. Groot has lines in him, so we can just come over here, go to our design. And then we'll go into, let me see. Let's see if I want this right. So we're going to hit another surface. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to do the lines on this one too. Let's see, special effects. Here we go. So now we're going to lines here on Mr. Groot here. I think I'm going to put those in orange over there. All right. And publish that again. Now Mr. Groot. These weird lines pushing through his body. If you just want to keep it simple, you can map out the entire floor, which we can remove Groot out of the way. Let's make it rocky. Let's get Mr. Groot out of the way. We're going to make Groot there. Not over Groot. No, we'll take Groot out. Wish I had some more boxes. I think I do. I'm going to get some regular boxes. Some regular boxes. Let's go out with some regular boxes. This is the reason why I don't like, we code everything with our technology, because if it's not coded in our technology, it comes out looking like crap. So keep in mind, I tell people when I'm on that forum site, you are projecting on a surface that's not meant to be a projection screen, which means your colors and stuff are not going to come correct. And this is why. I'm going to throw a bunch of boxes out here, like so. All right, so look, we got the random boxes here. See the random boxes? And then this is our stuff covered in our technology. See how much better it comes up than a random box? Random box, you can see all the different letters and stuff popping off the box. This is a United States Postal Shipping box coated in black technology. So you see, if I take the upstairs and I coat the entire upstairs with black technology, the attic, I can put any object, put that camera over top, and I can basically blend it or design any kind of special effect I want on it. But we're going to just want to drop out our floor. So we're going to use effects. I'm going to get rid of all of this. Come back in and start all over. Pretty easy to do. All you got to do is hit new projects. It's very easy to do. You can learn it like in no time at all. If you can set up a Facebook page, you can set up this. Now, as you can see, I don't even have to log in. It'll automatically bring me up. I'm not even logged in. There we go, with Chipper. You can run it off Wi-Fi if you want. So there's my boxes right there. I think I should have pushed that box up a little bit more because it's not in the scan. We got something else. Still some pillows in there too. Still a couple pillows in there. Hello in here, and what else we got? We got anything else? I got anything else? Okay, let's throw a pillow in there. Let's throw some random stuff in there. All right, with that, lost you guys. There's the scan going off right there. Basically, they're doing it on a flat surface up against the wall or something, or just scanning the entire house. I've seen somebody scan the entire house and turn it into the Matrix. But like I said, then again, like I said, the color goes off because you have a problem with it trying to pick up an image because you're just hitting it off a box. Where if you, it's coded in our stuff. All right, that's it. It goes quiet. That's why I can't wait to take this outside. Christmas time, I got some stuff set up for this thing for Christmas time. All right, downloading all the information, blah, 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 done. There's our map of our boxes right there. So we're just gonna do something simple and plain. We're just gonna blow the floor out. So we come over here, grab something. These are all special effects. Let's go way down to the bottom. That's where the cool stuff is at. This is special effects. Like something like this. That's the special effects right there. I want to preview then see what this is going to look like before I do. You see the problem here? See how where if it hits the pillow or one of the boxes, see how the image comes up real, it just doesn't look right? Like how it comes out on the black technology. You're just projecting it off the surface. That's what I was telling them. Like, look, you're just projecting off the surface. You're not even seeing the capability of your scan because it's projecting off a surface that's not designed to be a projection screen. So that's why we started working on stuff called invisible, because invisible blue, that technology basically can coat it onto a surface and it doesn't change the color of the surface. It's invisible. So imagine having a visible coating over, like, say, if you're doing an advertisement for a BMW, you can coat that stuff over the side of a BMW and it's not going to change the color of the vehicle or nothing. It's going to still look like the car. It's just going to have a special coating on it to allow the projector to be able to read the color. We're going to see you looking at these things. Well, I got to wear a box one day, but I'll show you. Okay, so like I said, as you can see, that's going to look really crappy with the boxes. So let's remove the boxes off there altogether because it's not going to work. And we'll just use our boxes that we coat. All right, so now we get my boxes. I should go on a little table. Still gonna hit. This is gonna dry. All right. So now we're just using our stuff that's coated, which means I should have coated the boxes all the way around, but I didn't. So we're just going to use our stuff. Now the idea I got was buying those game boxes that you get from the United States Postal Service and for free. I coat those and I use double-sided Velcro and I call them digital blocks. Turn them into Lego blocks and I can build whatever I want with them. All right, so let's come out of here. We have to do a rescan. Anytime you lay anything new on the surface that wasn't there, you have to rescan the entire thing again. So now we're going to scan it again. So what I'm going to do today is I got this huge 10 by 20 blackout cloth. I'm going to put chairs and stuff underneath it, make it a little bumpy, add a little terrain to it. And I'm going to throw that cloth over the top of it. I'm just going to basically scan the whole entire thing. See if I can get canyons and crevices and stuff like that. They have video mapping, which you can actually throw an entire video on something. So if I can take a riverside, record a riverside with my camera, I can actually take that recording and stick it in here, download it to a folder, and take that folder and transfer it on here and transfer it there. So there's all my boxes laying around. As long as you keep them within this scan. There they're getting scanned. That's why, like, you see people saying you can scan boxes. You can't scan everything because it's going to come up with the logos and everything. It's just going to pop right through the box. Anyone you see doing this kind of scan work, everything is colored the same color. There's nothing. Scan complete. I love when it do scan complete. Here we go. Now And mine is upside down, so anytime I scan, it's going to be upside down. All right, so let's individually change some stuff in here. I can do the whole thing, or I can basically do individual color boxes if I want. I can do this right here, but that's a lot of work. So we're just going to do it lazy and just basically just put something on the whole thing. So let's go with matter of fact, I'd rather use my stuff. My stuff is actually more better than this, but because I downloaded some crazy stuff that I wanted. We have this one right here. We have the floor crumbling. This is the floor crumbling. Let's preview that one first before we set it on. See what we get. There's the floor crumbling. I want to go with my cool stuff. I still got some weird stuff on mine. Let me see. I got a whole bunch of effects on here, but I'm going to go with my stuff right here right now. So this is what I have in my library. Let's bring in a giant circuit board. I love the circuit board. Here's a giant circuit board. Get that just a little better. On camera, right? Your refresh rate on that thing is pretty fast. Is asking what? It doesn't affect it. It basically it put it this way. That's why I tell you to have a projector. You have to have a projector of 1080p. You have to have. You don't have to have that projector. It comes down to when people talk about refresh rate on a projector, I've been in the business for 10 years. I have never had a problem with lag on a game ever with projectors. The majority of projectors I use are 720p projectors, and I've never had a problem with lag at all, period. So I don't get when they talk about refresh rates or basically having to slow down, not having enough frames per second and all that. That goes with the. I mean, they do advise you're going to have a good graphic card. If you're going to run this, you're going to have a very good graphic card. That's what they're going to request. If you go look at your specifications, there are specifications they will require. Like the minimum you can have is an i5. The minimum amount of hard drive space you can have is 2 terabytes. They'll ask for requests, all that for the beginning. And you're going to have a good connection. Your internet speed is going to have to be up there a bit. Because the last thing you want is that's why I don't do Wi-Fi down here. Everything I run up there is hardline. You run Wi-Fi and your system start dragging and slowing. You start having complications linking. This is going to conflict with that because all of these run off a network. So the equipment over there, that box over there runs off a network. There is actually a network cable running to that, and there's a network cable running to this. If any one of these things start having problems with connecting, yeah, you're going to see all kinds of lag and all kinds of this image is spitting and breaking up. Maybe your graphic card doesn't have what it takes. You're going to have a whole lot of problems. So what I did was before I went in and purchases, I made sure I bought everything I needed, upgraded my speed and everything to make sure I had everything set up before I started. But I've never with lag on a projector setup. Never. I don't even know where they even came from to begin with. I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I don't just do that for a living. I do home theater setups for a living. That's what I do. I'm going to go upstairs. I build gaming theaters. This is my arcade setup right in here. A projector right there. That's a 106-inch portrait mode screen for gaming. And then over in here, I wanted a room that looked like Little Japan, so I designed one. Did the whole paint job, interior decorating, mounted the projectors, screens, everything. Did all that myself. And in here, built me another gaming room. That's a Chrissy 505 sitting up there. That's an old projector. That projector came out and discontinued in 2012. And I game on that and never had lag. And it's because mine, I forgot. I got to order the projector for the screen. This is my information screen for games. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, when I was coming up, lag was basically because you had just crappy internet speed. That's what it was when it came down to the end of the day. I never had that problem. And I mean, I used to game on PCs. You ever heard of a 2011? Look up 2011 motherboards when you have time. You ever had a chance to check out a 2011 motherboard? Let's see. Oh, no. No, that's why you have lag problems. That's why. That's right. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Oh my God. No. You're not using that projector. You're not using that projector, are you? Please tell me you're not using that projector. I'm not trying to be rude here. I panicked and brought the... Yeah, that's a panic, man. That's more than a panic. That's more like a panic attack. Whoo, that's a bad projector. I own one of those things, man. It's a generic knockoff projector. Those specifications are so bad. It's not even funny. Like, you couldn't run this off. You could run it off of it, but the specification, it's gonna look crappy. Yeah, that's why you're having lag and all that. Yeah, that projector's bad. That's a bad projector. That's a bad projector. You'd have been better off. You'd have been better off just going out and buying one of these projectors. I buy projectors all the time. I show people how to buy projectors on eBay and get good projectors. That projector right for that projector. The one right here, I got another ultra short though right here. I paid about 50 bucks for this one. $59 I paid for this projector right here. I own 5 of these now. 5 ultra short throws. I bought off. They have on eBay for sale. The most you'll pay for one is probably around $200. I bought 5 of them. Yeah, you don't want to use that projector. That projector's bad. Our screen paint doesn't even support those projectors. I bought one for a demonstration. I gave it away to my nephew. He's only about 5. And all he does is just watch cartoons off of it. Yeah, the NECs? Yeah, NECs are good. They're in. That's why I have them. If you see them, matter of fact, go on YouTube, go on eBay and just type in the model number. I'll put a list of the model numbers at the bottom of the video. Okay, I put a list of the models on the video. Go on to eBay, type in the model number, and you will see a listing of these projectors that will pop up. Right now, I don't know what's going on because I remember when I was trying to get one of those particular model projectors, they wanted a couple $1,000s for them. Now they're like 200 bucks. So yeah, I went in and bought a whole bunch of them. Because last time when I bought my Chrissy 505s, I have Chrissy 505s, Chrissy projectors, the top tier projectors. Last I bought one of them, I bought one of them. And that was the biggest mistake I made because I should have bought 2 of them. And when I wanted to go buy another one, dude was sold out. And they wanted freaking $1,000 for that projector, $1,000 for it. And I got it for $230. So this time, somebody's selling a bulk of them. I'm going to buy them up. Yeah, but you might want to go near those. I know, I got projectors all over the house, even in the bird food. These are my projectors right here. Some of them. These are Chrissy's 505s. That's a Chrissy right there. That's a 1080p version of the Chrissy. And that right there is the 720p version of the Chrissy. I bought a bunch of these. And then I got a Chrissy 505 upstairs. I may be able to show you downstairs. I'm not sure if I can show you that at all. Because I got a lot of chemicals downstairs and I don't want any of them babies popping up on camera. Let me see them for a minute. Because we developed this stuff to make this stuff. Nope, can't do it. Yeah, I got too much of my stuff laying out in the shop downstairs for anybody to be down there. But yeah, the Chrissy projectors, they'll work perfectly with them. Chrissy's are amazing. You get a Chrissy projector for 140 bucks. 140, 110. You don't pay a lot of money for those projectors, but that other projector, you have to stay away from things. These projectors are nightmares. Oh, I have a screen on. There we go. That's my 720p right there. And my screen in this room is 126 inches. This is coated with blue technology. We'll be launching this pretty soon. This is a screen paint designed to take on a ton of ambient light. These are the black screens can take on light. This stuff takes on some crazy light. that projector right there. I got that projector for $59. $59. That's it for that projector right there. I bought it from a charity on eBay. That's it. But yeah, you might want to, like I said, you might want to look into that. Get rid of that projector. That's the reason why you might be having some problems, or I hope you're not gaming on that thing, because that's probably the reason why you might be having some problems with it. Let's get rid of these boxes real quick. That's all. We just gonna scan the boxes. We're gonna scan the boxes only. Come on, that's all. Just go to eBay. You get a. How much did you pay for the projector? Because when I paid for mine, I think I paid like $100 for mine. I'm pretty sure I paid about $100 for it. I think I'm just gonna color the boxes in this one. $150. Yep, that's about right. That's about right. Yeah, you could have got one of these projectors for $150. My projector over here is 3600 lumens. I think it has one contrast, but again, when you use it on black screens, contrast is not required when you're using black technology. It already produces a contrast level. But yeah, these are good projectors. They have 2 HDMI ports on the back of them. They work fantastic on just about everything. That's why I have them throughout the entire house. I'm actually going to put one in the kitchen next. Oh, sorry about that. Daylight's out of my stand. Then yeah, you got to chalk it up as a loss, Chief. Got to chalk it up as a loss and just basically just go out and get another one. That's pretty much it. Not hard, they're easy to do. Actually, I'm going to be doing a demonstration. Got to replace 2 of them upstairs, because when you get the projectors, keep in mind they will have like 99 on them, and that's pretty much the lamp life you'll have in there. It's 99. But I found the lamps. I found some of the lamps I found on eBay. I found a few of them on Amazon. I found one on Amazon for like $59. Now, before anybody freaks out and goes, $59, that's a lot of money for a lamp. No, it isn't. When it comes to an ultra short throw lamp, that's extremely cheap. Because I got projectors upstairs that you can easily pay. Like my Chrissy projectors, you could pay $200-300 for a lamp, one of those projectors, easily, for one of them. So that's real cheap to get a lamp, and especially get it from Amazon, because I buy from eBay from time to time, but I've had some incidents on eBay, and people seen it on live streams where I try to get a lamp to fit and it doesn't fit because for some reason the extension that attaches the power supply may be a little off. Maybe the plastic may not be cut correctly and whatever. It might not fit in there. Oh man, that's a nightmare. So yeah, I'm starting to buy mine from Amazon now. I have one coming in. I'll be doing a demonstration of that. Actually, it's going to the projector I have upstairs. Cool thing about these projectors, and within that model number, under the UM, I think it's UM model number, all the lamps are all compatible with those, but there's actually 3 of them, and the lamps are all compatible with all 3 of them, which is fantastic. And the Christies are like that too. Christies are like that. Any LXW Christies, LX or LXWs, they're all the lamps are compatible. So we're just going to do the top of the boxes. That's all we're doing with the top of the boxes. So we're going to use magic paint. Yeah, but the lamps are cheap. Anytime you buy a projector, the first thing you want to check when you look at the projector, you want to make sure that those are the actual pictures of the projector. If it looks like the picture was like somebody just took a picture of it and you roll over top of it with the magnifier, it just looks like a regular picture, don't buy it, because that means they took it off of Google or someplace and they placed it up there. You need to see the actual physical projector. You need to see if there's any cracks, any blemishes, especially cracks. You definitely need to look for cracks, because there's a crack on that projector, and the chassis of a projector is pretty strong. If you were able to crack a chassis on a projector, that means something hit it pretty hard. And if something hit it that hard to crack the chassis, there's a 100% chance that whatever's inside could be damaged. And if the motherboard's damaged, or it's like the equivalence of basically just replacing the transmission on your car. So you gotta look for that. Don't worry about any grooves and scratches, because people are gonna have that setting stuff and moving back and forth. You can go down and get a car plastic repair or car repair scratch kit. It'll cover it right over. I got one in the upstairs. I got one in the cabinet to repair it. Another thing you have to look out for is certain projectors, the lamps can be removed. I've talked about this. You can remove the entire lens off the projector and pull it out. It's called quick release. Got quick release, and it's when you have to go. It's a whole. That's why I need a channel to explain all this. But those projectors are, I call them too good to be true, because I almost got caught up in one. It almost cost me a couple $1,000s to replace the lens if I had bought it. So what they'll do is they'll turn it on, right? And there'll be no lens in there, and they'll shift the projector a little bit to the side and then take the picture to give it the equivalence that it looks like the lamp is on, like there's an actual lens in it. But what they'll do is they'll pull the lens out and they'll sell the lens, because the lens is actually worth more than the projector, because the projector is kind of outdated now, but the parts for those projectors still cost money. So my Chrissy 505, my lens upstairs is worth $4,000, right? My projector is probably only worth about $500. That's it. The filters on that projector are worth $100. See what I mean? Parts cost more than the actual physical projector. So sometimes what people will do is they'll sell a projector like a Chrissy, a Barcode, a Ronco. They'll sell it for like a cheap price for like $200, $300. And you're thinking, gee whiz, $200 or $300, that's real cheap. Consider the fact that these projectors will cost you about $10 or $12 or $13, $14, $15,000, $20,000, even some up to $60,000. So that's what you run into. So if you see one up there for like $200, you're like, oh shoot, I must jump on that, not realizing that the lens is missing off the projector. And when you finally get it and find that there's no lens and you're going to eBay to buy it, it's going to cost you $6,000 to get that lens. Maybe the lamp could even worth. The lamp could cost you $500, $600, $700 for a lamp. Depends. That's why I tell people before you go in there, make sure you zoom up. If you see 4 screws in the back, that means the lens was pulled. Somebody pulled the lens. Check and see how much a lamp is going to cost you. You could buy a projector. Somebody had a projector up there. I think it was a Sony Bravo they were selling up there. And that projector was like $30,000. And somebody wanted $2,000 for it. And the person who bought it, when you go back and check and find out the lamp cost, the lamp was like about $3,000, maybe $800, $900. That's a lot of money. Even $800 is a lot of money for a lamp. It's a lot of money for a lamp. But like I said, sometimes a lamp can cost more than the projector. So like I said, find out how much the lamp is going to cost you. So if you ever have to replace the lamp for it, it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. So, or how rare is it to get the lamp? It could be rare to get it. Maybe the lamp could be only available overseas, which means you now have to buy from overseas in order to use that projector, or just sell it on eBay and let somebody else pick it up. So, that's the kind of stuff you got to look out for, when you buy these things, you buy these projectors. Yeah, make sure you can see all the pictures, because you can't see all the pictures. You know what I mean? Also, on top of that, do a background check on it. Go to projectorcentral.com, because some people will put in there ultra short throw. It's funny because short throw projectors all look differently. Okay, for instance, look. If I got one here, I can show you how short throw lens is. Usually, short throw lens on the front is huge. Okay, this is a wrong example. Okay, see, that's a short throw right there. That's a ViewSonic short throw, right? See how the lens looks normal like any other projector? There's another ViewSonic. The lens looks normal like any other projector. These are both throw projectors, right? Usually when people look at short throw projectors, they're used to seeing this great big huge massive lens like I have upstairs on the NEC that has a giant lens on it. And people kind of look at that and say, okay, that has to be a short throw projector, which it is a short throw projector, right? So if you look at my NEC, look at the size of the lens on it. It's huge. These are usually what you see when it comes to short throw projectors. But now, the way they make short throws now, the lens can be small, about that big, just like a long throw. So sometimes the merchant may put down, to make the sale go faster, short throw projector. You go and see a BenQ short throw projector going for that price, you go buy it. And you get it home, you set it up, and you realize that you have to be 8, maybe a 10 to 11 the 12 feet back in order to produce a 100-inch screen. Something's wrong there. Because see where my projector's sitting right here? My screen 138 inch 35.1. It fills that whole screen out with no problem. 6 to 7, 138. That shows you did not get a short though. You got a long. Go into the site because maybe you might not trust the merchant. Maybe he might be telling you the truth. And you copy and paste the serial number. You go to projectorcentral.com. A little bar will pop up at the top. You copy and paste the projector's model number there. And then once you hit enter, a bunch of links will pop up. It's usually the first one or the second one. You click on that one and it will give you the full detail of the projector's specification and what it really is. And you will know if it's a short throw or not. I like that site too because I used to use that site for building my own custom 235.1s in there because they had a screen distance calculator in there for building your own frames and stuff like that, which came in quite handy when building customized frames. But this is stuff you got to do because, like I said, you know, I've had my fair share of incidents. And then someday you might just get a dud. I got a dud. I got a $500 dud. I already bought a projector from somebody, turned it on, and sucker just did not come on at all, period. All right, so I think we got our boxes done on this one. We just did the boxes all. You trim it up, make it look nice. Then we just go in and just grab something. So all the little dots are all the areas that the whatchamacallits are hitting. I'm gonna go hit done. Just grab something and throw it on there. Let me see. We'll grab something out of our library. All right, and move on. And then we hit publish. There you go. You can pinpoint it where you want it to go. That's what I love about it. So if I was using a regular projector, I would have hit everything on here, the wall. I would hit the floor, everything. But with this technology, I can pinpoint exactly where I want that projection image to go, and it will land there. Now I could do a double layer, which means I could basically scan this the first time, and I could turn the blackout cloth, or actually the projection screen coated with 12, I can turn that into fire, and I can turn this into water. Actually, I scanned my fireplace, turned my fireplace into a giant fish tank, and I actually threw fire inside the fireplace. I was thinking about, because mind you, I have a projector upstairs. It's a distance throw. It's a Sony distance throw. It's about 5,000 lumens. I could stick that sucker right here in this window right here, and I can nail my neighbor's car, and I can actually set his car on fire. Is that funny? Well, it's not funny, but it's still fun to watch. But yeah, I can scan his car from here. But I have to do it at night to do it. But that projector has an extended throw. At 5,200 lumens, yeah, I could hit that car from here, and I could basically send an image on his car. Of course, I will get his permission first before I do that. He's a pretty cool guy. I get his permission so I can scan his car. Yep. And there's blue. Blue's gonna be launching really soon. Our new screen paint is gonna be launching in mid-January. Yep. Mid-January, blue will be launching. All right. Well, this is where I have to say good day. I have work to do today and some other things that have to be done. But yeah, just check on that. Just check on eBay. eBay's got a lot of cool stuff going around on eBay right now on the projectors and stuff. And you know, just buy a couple of them. Like I said, from the door. Okay, so I still have another demonstration to do today. I'm gonna be doing. I have to do a demonstration on the black silver. So someone was asking me about a Chris. They had an Epson projector. Hold on for a minute. I had to go to my shop and grab a projector. They had an Epson projector. They want to see how that would look on it. I grabbed that one. This projector I got brand new for $89 on eBay. I got that for brand new on eBay for $89. With the remote control in the box. $89. I got a factory refurbish. Has 2 HDMI ports on it. It's a fantastic projector, but the thing about it is that projector can't do the same thing that projector can do, because that projector was designed to be able to produce images on tables. That's why that one came with a special stand. That stand right there is designed to set your projector up so it can project onto a table. This one over here, on the other hand, it was designed to be mounted to a wall. Totally different stand. But I got to use that one in a demonstration because customer wants to see what the black silver. He has that projector or something like that. He has a 484. Yeah, he has a 484W. Mine's a 585. But he wants to see how it's going to look on the gray screen. So I'm doing some demonstrations of that great technology today. All right, people. Thank you all for your time. I got to go. Got to get out of here and get much work done. Y'all have a blessed day. Be safe.